Equipping, encouraging, empowering, and inspiring the next generation of female leaders. That is the mission of Bloom, a ministry to disciple and grow female leaders.
And joining us on the couch today is the CEO and founder of Bloom and Kamehameha Class of 98 alumna. Our sister Tiffany Thurston. Wow, we got Tiffany Thurston. Girl. Sister, please tell us all about Bloom.
Yeah, so Bloom is an event I started 11 years ago. I was basically traveling the world and doing something very similar on the mainland called the Revolve Tour, and it was thousands of teen girls. And I thought, man, I wish there was something like this when I was that age. So when I got home, married, came back home, I was like, okay, the time to start Bloom is now. And it's basically an event to encourage girls, equip them, empower, but let them know who they are, whose they are, but to bloom where they're planted. There's a reason why you're in your school, your town, your community, your church, your family, your friends, your neighborhood for such a time as this. So how can you grow, develop your character right where you're at?
I just love that, sis, because we always have this tendency of wanting to go someplace else.
Absolutely.
I have to go someplace else to be better or be bigger or to really make it. And you're teaching them that they can bloom right where they are.
Absolutely, and perhaps the Lord has placed them here now to develop the things that He might use them for later somewhere else. But I think if we're not content with where we are, it breeds a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Wow. And, my daughter Daisy actually attended Bloom a couple of years. She loved it, and she's an adult now.
Crazy.
Yes.
I can't believe
it. Yeah,
she's bloomed. She's bloomed. She has already bloomed. She's bloomed.
Let me ask you, Tiffany, and let me brag on you for a little bit, okay? You have been famous for a very long time, right? Since a very young age.
As a singer.
You have been on stage performing for people, as Meleapana said earlier. You are an entertainer, and kind of being famous. Sometimes it can be, can be hard. And nowadays with kids, with social media, the young girls, sometimes, especially like if they got like 1,000 followers on TikTok or Instagram or sadly even OnlyFans, they just, I don't know how, it's hard for them to kind of navigate that and handle that pressure of the fame. What would you say to them and those young women and even to their parents?
That's so good. So actually this year we're going to be talking about foundation and basically building your house on rock versus sand. And I think that having a foundation is so imperative to who you become. I think actually who you become is based on what you believe and what you behold. So if I want to pay attention and do all these things, it kind of transforms into those kinds of things, right? And so for me, I think staying humble, having people in your life that can speak life but also truth, even when it hurts. I think having accountability, those are the things that I think sometimes perhaps as a younger person you don't want to have, but as I get older I realize, well, I really need mentors. I really need people that are willing to tell me the hard things, and I think that those are the things that actually help to shape you to be able to withstand maybe some of that. And the truth is, I think anyone that's on the spotlight, it's really healthy. And I used to say this to a lot of worship leaders because I would train in church and stuff like that, but as much as you're on stage, what are the things you can do behind stage that nobody sees? Whether it's picking up trash, cleaning the toilet, or just serving behind the scenes, because that is where, to me, my heart has been scrubbed and it's been cleaned over and over, and it has to be done that every single day, because it's easy to have the pride of like, oh yeah, somebody, I get 1,000 followers, But if we believe our own hype, we're gonna believe our own hype, and I think it's important for girls to know who they are, whose they are, and be encouraged in that, but also have the humility to hopefully carry that, because it will encourage others along the way.
Absolutely.
Tout always say tout always say stay humble,
Yeah.
So Bloom is what a young woman really need right now. Can you tell us when events are and what is expected next?
We're actually going Hilo this weekend. So Saturday, we're going to be in Hilo, at New Hope Hilo, 8 o'clock to 12 p.m. We got tickets on ilovebloom.com. We're going to be in Maui on Mother's Day weekend, so I'm going to miss your guys' event. I'm so bummed, but maybe I'm going to come home in time. We're going to be in Oahu, our island over here, in August, and so those tickets will go on sale soon, but ilovebloom.com. And it's an event I believe in, and we put our hands to for the last 11 years, so I hope it encourages the next generation to continue to rise up and become all they're created to be.
Oh, I love it.
Beautiful. That's LBD. That's
LBD.
Perfect way to bring that to a close.
And you know when Tiffany sings, girl, you take us to church.
Yes, you do. Very big mahalo to our sister Tiffany Thurston for joining us. We love you, sister. Thank you.